Well, hello and good evening, everybody. It's Jamie here. That way, look, just in case you didn't realize. And a very warm welcome to you all to Travel Blog Jamie on this, our Monday night live. And oh my goodness, what a week it has been. It's been cray cray. We have a lot to talk about. Thank you so much, my darlings, for that little countdown. As always, you have excelled yourselves. We've got zeros, we've got 20s, we've got -2s, we've got 69s, we've got everything going on in this room tonight. I've been called naughty already. I thought I was being well behaved. What have I done wrong now? Blimey, I literally just started. I'm getting accused of all sorts. Jessica at Sublime Sense. What have I done now that's naughty, my darling? Pray tell. Someone's counting down from 10. I'm already here, David Webb. I'm here. I'm ready for you all. Listen, we have got so much to talk about tonight. We really have. But let's start, as always, with our weekly check-in. I want to know how you all are, my darlings. And the way this works is quite simply, you drop a number in the chat for me so I know how you're getting on. 0 being you need immediate check-in support from all our lovely members because we are a fabulous community, all the way up to 10 being you're riding on top all the way to Kennywood and back, my darlings. Me, I would say, sorry, it's really amazing to see all your comments. They go so fast. I'm trying to just check in on you all. We've got a 9.99999. That's not bad wasted space at all. I would say I'm about a 7 today. I'm feeling a little bit tired. Things have been very, very busy, very long working hours as well. I've been very focused, very organized. Just 4 days until my next adventure, Bali. I've got some amazing plans. I've sorted all that out now. I've got my visa sorted, me tourist tax, those kind of things. Currency is all ordered, etc., etc. I'm all packed, ready for Heathrow Airport or my airport hotel, that is, on Friday night. Also this week, of course, my news that I'm quitting teaching and education for good as from this summer, which may be not a massive shock or surprise to many of you. And can I just say as well, thanks for all the support on the train going by to London. Thank you for your support as well. It's been pretty overwhelming in that most of you, I'd say 99.9% of you, are very pleased because you're the kind of people who are happy for other people when they're happy. I like that kind of person, and I can tell you I'm a little bit nervous about what's to come, but more excited and happy than anything else. So thank you for your positive, kind, encouraging words. In fact, I've only had about 3 people who were a bit more concerned really about shooting myself in the foot by leaving education, because apparently I'm going to run out of money very, very, very quickly and I won't be able to do any travel. It's like, I do want to assure people, I have thought about this long and hard for quite some time now, probably 2 years. It's been 2 years in the making and the planning. So I'm okay. I'm going to be fine. I've got lots of plans ahead. So we're all right there. And of course, just two people out of everyone who felt I should be teaching until I retire, because it's a vocation and they feel bad for my students, and I'm the root of all evil, of course. Like, you do one job until you retire. What's that got to do with me? I don't want to do one job until I retire and I'm crawling towards the finish mark. Let people do what they want, my darlings. And if you can't say anything nice, just zip it. No one's asking for their opinion. So to the majority of you, thank you. I really appreciate it. And I'm really looking forward to the challenges and just a very, very different kind of lifestyle. It's going to be amazing, and it will take some adjustment as well. 25 years in teaching is a long time. But I know that the majority of you are there and you're supporting, you're helping. So that's Awesome. Thank you. Also, in other news, I'm literally that close to 24,000 subscribers on a YouTube, which is crazy. It's all like going really quickly on an upward trajectory. Thank goodness. So thank you so much for that. I really appreciate it. And thank you for being a part of my cray world. um, we're all in it together, aren't we, on this adventure and this journey? And I think that's fantastic. But of course, before I go any further, please do give this video a cheeky little like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for my bi-weekly travel and cruise vlogs. That means every Wednesday and Saturday morning, early hours, 7:30 a.m. now, I release them. You've got your fun-filled vlogs. Currently, I am working my way through parts 1, 2, and 3 of P&O Iona, sailing Northern Europe. And what a fabulous cruise that was. So I hope you've enjoyed part 1. It came out just a couple of days ago and is doing very well, actually. I'm very pleased with the feedback. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm not going there. I'm not going there. It's awesome. And don't forget, let's follow each other on FaceSake, of course. Jamie W. Robbins. You know what the middle name is now, don't you? William, very regal. Jamie William Robbins. Some of you more recently have said, oh, you've not got like a kind of follow button. And I'm like, well, no, that's because it's not a business account or anything like that. I'm not selling anything apart from my soul, of course. It's all for free. You're very welcome to come on over, but just remember, obviously it works both ways, so I get to see all of your jazzy stuff as well. But you're very welcome. And as I always say, if your account is totally locked down and you've got every right to make sure it is, or it looks slightly suspicious, then just send me a DM and just say, hello, it's me. It's real. It's not dodge or anything. I have a lot of hackers trying to get into me bits and bobs, Sorry. It's terrible if you make yourself laugh, By the way, cheers. I've got a little bit of orange vodka and soda with massive chunks of ice. So cheers, my darlings. Just have a little quick sip, hey? Yeah. My goodness me. Oh, that is nice, I must say. Also, I'm on X, Threads, and Instagram at Travel Blog Jamie. Patreon, my goodness, there's 207 of you now on Patreon. I cannot believe it. Patreon.com/travelblog Jamie. Cameo at the moment, getting lots of requests for Mother's Day. Oh yeah, my loves. Cameo.com/travelblog Jamie as well. So come on over to any of those socials, because I'm going to make you all warm and glowy and golden and totes fuzzy, or at least I'm going to try to. Coming up today, so we got our regular feature, I know him so well, the best trolling travel blog Jamie ever. It's such a good one. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if some of those trolls are here right now. I'm sure we'll make them very welcome if they do turn up in the house, won't we? I'm sure they want to show me who's boss, and ooh, I'm so scared. I really am. I've also got the official response from P&O to our formal complaint about being dumped overnight in an airport for 9 hours with no staff, no aircraft, very few facilities, in spite them knowing that there would be no aeroplane. I've also got a Malif Aero update for you. And of course, I'll be taking your questions. Get this, last week, there were over 700 questions, the most we've ever had on one of our lives. And no wonder I was exhausted by the end of it, and I couldn't answer them all. I tried really hard, I really did. And I want to assure you, I do absolutely read through your comments afterwards. I absolutely do. So I'm so sorry if I don't get to your question. Later, I'm going to literally say, right, here's cut-off point. Anybody who asks a question now, I'm starting from that point right here. Okay. Oh my goodness me, how embarrassing. I've just seen some comments. Oh my gosh. I can see a couple of students in the house as well. You haven't disguised your names very well. So just as well, my students are awesome. Even if I do give them a bit of a hard time, I think they know. I think they're amazing. I hope they know that. What else have we got going on today? Of course. Last week, again, you excelled yourselves at taking pictures or screenshots of me during the live and splattering me all over the internet like a smear of refried beans. I'm thinking of my teaching last week. Yeah, we were doing food. So hashtag, I've got one on someone else's. No, on someone's telly somewhere. I can't believe I got that wrong. On someone's telly somewhere. Now, I've got a post coming up for you very shortly. Yeah, I've got my props ready, thank goodness. So what you do is when I count you down, you grab a pic, you post somewhere, social media, you tag me, just so I can revel in the moment, because it's very weird being on a screen like this. I love seeing the other side of it. It's fantastic. So are you ready? I've got it ready. Okay, I'm going to count down from 3, teacher props, 2, 1, and that's all you're getting. Oh my goodness me. Did you know that on my last cruise, and the one before actually have people coming up to me literally out of the blue singing that particular ditty, that song? I mean, I know it's about me when they start doing that, because I don't think anyone else sings that song. It's really cool. It's so funny. It's so funny. Right, next up, folks, hashtag I know him so well. Oh, yes, this is the time where you're going to drop your answers in the chat below. The only prize is prestige. That's all you're getting. So, question for you all, do you know me well? This weekend, I launched a giveaway, hashtag giveaway, over on my Instagram page at Travelblog Jamie. But what was the giveaway item? There's still another week and a half running of that giveaway, just in case you want to pop on over and enter. It's free to enter. You just have to say done and click like on a couple of things. It's very, very straightforward. So I repeat, I launched a giveaway this week over on my Instagram page, but what was the item I'm giving away? All right. We've been doing Triggered by Travelblog Jamie more recently because the trolls have been very quiet, but we've got a troll this week. And oh my goodness, what a snotty little troll this one is. I can't wait to tell you about this. Some of you might already know about it. So this person really did come for me in messed up style. I'll give them that. They took a screenshot of halfway through my video of quitting education, and interesting that they actually watched that far through to get their screenshot. They actually made a meme out of me, so to speak. They had text, ooh, get them, and they posted it in a group called P&O Cruises UK, which has 17,000 members. Not to be confused with my and Lisa and Emma and Robert's cruise group, which is P&O Cruises UK fan page. This one is P&O Cruises UK. So, I mean, he meant business, Let's pop it in a group with 17,000 people. That's real dedication for a meat sandwich, I've got to be honest with you. And he excelled himself with stupidity and abuse, I suppose, enabled by one other keyboard warrior, actually. And the admin of the group, who are very happy to leave the post up, it seemed, or at least until some of you folks got involved. So the man in question, Dave Huntington Barraclough. How interesting. Do you remember last week? Someone reminded me of this. I said, it's only people called Dave who come for me. Literally, did this person just create an account with the name Dave just to make a point? I don't know. So on his meme that he posted, he said, I quote, please group, remove this anti-P&O egotist, slags, capital letters, slags off P&O and Avia. It's really hard to read this without laughing. I'm so sorry. Really annoying egotist, just to make sure we get that one in again, just so you're all aware. Egotist, do us all a favor and keep away from P&O. Sorry, I need to. Oh. He was enabled by Christopher Young, who indeed is very well, he's prolific on P&O Facebook groups by all accounts, like the one above, regularly trashing people, who added a little comment about me. The English wasn't great, but it said, in fair, he is a bit of a knobhead, referring to me. So I know some of you have said, Jamie, you have to ignore trolls and you have to ignore bullies. And I'm so sorry. I do take your point, but that's not me. It really isn't. You know, growing up in the way I have, I can't just ignore bullies and trolls. You know, some people say just ignore them, they go away. Well, these two decided to take me to a page of 17,000 people, and then lots of you were screenshotting it and sending it to me. So there was no way of just ignoring it. It literally was notification center Rama, like boom, 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 boom. It was crazy. It was just like, oh wow, I'm trying to edit a video and look at all these notifications coming through. So just a few things about that. Quite a few of you actually rushed to my defense, God bless you, saying how I'm not even in that group, which is true. He said, get rid of him from the group. I'm not even in that group. I'm not actually in many cruise groups at all. They tend to be, some of you will know this, quite a lot of negativity and stirring and sometimes quite abusive, actually, comments towards one another. And it's like, I just don't really want to be a part of that, if you don't mind. So I'm not even a part of the group. But the other thing that I don't quite understand is that actually I've got so many P&O vlogs, and most of them are largely very positive, and certainly the positives far, far outweigh the negatives as well. So I don't quite understand it. You will know that I have recently been vocal about Malith, and I've been vocal about the way P&O handled a very severe delay. But I think the rest of all those vlogs have been really positive. And if you've watched the Iona one this week, the previous one on Avia, my Arcadia one, all in the last number of months, I think most people would say I've had a bloody good time and I've really enjoyed myself. So, and Azura, gosh, Azura last month, Matt and I had a lovely week. But, you know, let's not allow facts to get in the way of a good meme, my darlings, eh? We really mustn't. So, look, both Dave Huntington, Barraclough and Christopher Young, I've literally had hundreds, and I'm not joking, hundreds of messages since you decided to post about me. And people have said you are total, and I quote, it's not me saying this, you are total fish willies and willy wombles, two of the more subdued comments that I probably can mention, the others I can't. And they've actually been petitioning for your removal from those P&O groups for your constant vitriol. So, you know, when people say don't feed the trolls, I wouldn't say I'm feeding them, but I'm certainly giving you an opportunity to take them to task as well. And you know what, actually, I'm not upset about that meme or what they've said about me. I couldn't give a monkey's, as most of you know me, I couldn't give a monkey's what anyone thinks of me. I really couldn't. What did upset me, though, was the admin of that group who decided to just leave the post there until they had so many people reporting them to Facebook for hateful comments. I mean, that's up to anyone. If you think it's hateful, then you can do that. They only took it down eventually because of that, but they still left those two brave soldiers on the group, even though they'd written a comment not long before saying all the trolls have been removed from the group. And that obviously is not the case. They're still on the group. So yeah, hours of fun. That was something else, you know. So thank you so much to those two for trashing me, dragging me, and your slanderous comments. God bless you and all who invested in you, and cheers to you. And may I also say thank you to those two, because in that time period, I had a spike of subscribers and views of that video because of their advertising of me. Someone said, Jamie, there's no such thing as bad advertising. And I don't know if that's true or not, but I'm just going to say cheers to those two. Thank you so much for helping boost my stats. Love you. God bless them. Right, back to I know him so well. So I asked you, what was the item that is in my giveaway? And I've seen some of them. It's this one. I know we don't all like talking about that. I know. And Mathel definitely doesn't like me wearing that out and about. No, I can't go there. So it's a part of my giveaway. My Thank You Jesus t-shirt is being given away. And very soon, Mr. Googly Eyes will be in a giveaway. I know some of you are very upset about this. And Mr. Googly Eyes has been with me, traveling with me for years, but his bits and bobs are literally falling off, my darlings. He can't keep traveling like this, and there's no way he's going to make a long flight to Bali on Saturday night with me. He's not going to make it. All right. So I'm so sorry. But he'll be involved in a little giveaway. Okay. Maybe that'll make you feel a little bit better. Maybe not. Okay. So you may be aware that the big boss, I nearly said Andrew Ludlow, by the way. Andrew Ludlow, one of the Ludlows, couple goals, God bless him, love him. No, Paul Ludlow, the big boss, has formally apologized for the challenges P&O customers have faced flying to the Caribbean to join both P&O Britannia and Avia with new partner airline, Malathero. This really should be one of the last times that I ever mentioned them, by the way. It was a brief apology, admittedly, but nonetheless, he did recognize that the service had been below par and then sort of brushed over it very quickly. I mean, for most people, it might not actually mean much to them. To me, it means quite a lot that he's actually recognized that it's shit and needs to be better, and that they are partnering again, not fully, but I think in the majority with TUI and one other airline. I'm not sure who that is yet, although I've got some ideas. I won't share that with you, but and I think that's a great thing that it's been recognized to not work. I know lots of TAs, travel agents, have been telling P&O for some time they're struggling to sell these Caribbean fly cruises because of the partnership with Malath. In terms of our compensation from Malath for our 16-hour delay, they've still got 3 days remaining to settle our claim. They've not actually responded to any of our emails for 2 months. And Matthew's already alerted the Civil Aviation Authority, who will intervene if we don't hear anything this week from Malath Aero. And for anyone else out there who was on that flight, or even ones before, and they still haven't heard anything from them, then I would absolutely recommend you also go to the Civil Aviation Authority about that as well. But of course, as always, I will update you if we hear anything this week. It might just be my luck that we hear something whilst I'm in Bali, and I won't necessarily be able to share it with you all. I'll get the message out there somehow. I really will. Okay. And look, here's some of what P&O formally wrote to us about with regards to our concerns that we and fellow passengers were dumped at the airport in Antigua all night and morning. Even though there was no plane there and no crew to be able to actually board the plane to take us back to the UK, even though that was well known. So look, here's the letter. I'm going to read it to you, okay? You're all sitting comfortably. Might want a little drink for this one. It's not a bad letter, actually. It's not. This is not to drag anybody. This is essentially factual and what's come back. Okay. Good afternoon, Mr. Robbins. I won't read it like that. And Mr. Bertram. I hope you're both well. Yeah, thank you very much. And thank you for taking the time to contact us. Well, it was again because they ignored the first one. Firstly, I am so pleased we had the pleasure to welcome you both on board Avia. Thank you, because we had a lovely week, as most of you will know if you actually watch the vlogs properly, unlike What's His Face. However, I was sorry to learn of the disappointment caused at the end of your holiday concerning the flight delay. That's not what we said in our letter. It was the way they dealt with the delay, not the fact it was delayed. However, I appreciate your comments surrounding the time you arrived at the airport and would like to assure you that we will, of course, keep guests on board the ship as long as possible whilst they wait for their flight home. Well, they didn't. They left us there for 9 hours. As we appreciate, it is much more comfortable on the ship than at any airport. I can only apologize that you felt you arrived too early for your flight. Are you suggesting, by the way, senior advisor and guest support, that 9 hours is acceptable to be left at an airport overnight and through the morning with hardly any facilities? That's what it sounds like. So not particularly pleased, we're not, with that comment that you say you can only apologize that you felt you arrived too early for your flight. It was a fact that it was too early. You don't drop people of 9 hours before a flight. However, moving forward, I'd like to advise that our priority with our charter airline partners is always to get you underway as soon as possible. Of course it is. I know that. We're not totally daft. As you know, on this occasion, the late incoming aircraft was delayed further due to your returning flight crew's rest being interrupted. Blah, 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 blah. Yes, we know all of that as well. The operation of this sits with the airline and is unfortunately out of our control. As you mentioned, you wish to make a claim for the delay. We recommend you contact Malif Aero directly by clicking on the following link. We didn't say that, actually. We said we'd already made a claim, or at least we're trying to organize that with Malif. We've already done that. Mr. Robbins and Mr. Bertram, I am sincerely sorry for any perception of service you received from us. That's clever, isn't it? We haven't done anything wrong. It's your perception. Or Malif Aero. Wow, a perception. Even though Paul Ludlow has just apologized for the shoddy service with Malif Aero. Kind of doesn't tally, does it? To be below the level of service expected, we will certainly note your feedback to make improvements going forward. Well, they have, along with probably hundreds and hundreds of others, which is to not use them anymore. I offer our reassurances that we worked with the airline to get you home as quickly as we could. That's not the issue we raised, actually. It was the way it was handled from the P&O side. Malif and the 6-hour delay is a totally separate issue. But I appreciate the delay was longer than you or we would have hoped. Absolutely. Once again, thank you for your time, and please not hesitate to contact me if you have further queries. So when I read, you might remember previously, what I said to you all was, we just want an apology from P&O more than anything, which was really important. You know, they mucked up with taking us all to the airport for 9 hours overnight with zero sleep, and then we lost a night, 2 nights sleep almost. In fact, it was just a little bit too much for everyone, and all those families with young kids and adults as well with mobility issues, etc., was very challenging for them in particular. What I would say about the letter is it's written quite generically. It's the usual careful language about we're sorry you perceive, and that doesn't sit well with us because that person's not taken any responsibility, whereas Paul Ludlow has just taken some responsibility, and therefore there's a mismatch there. And I think I probably would be inclined to listen to Paul Ludlow and his apology. So what have we done? Well, we're not going back to P&O. We followed the formal route, and I think that was the right thing to do. It was very measured. They didn't address the concerns we raised in our letter. That's absolutely clear from the response. So we've essentially just forwarded our concerns to ABTA at this stage. And whilst this response is courteous, certainly it did fail to address specific points we raised. and they did not actually apologize for the service. Rather, they apologized for our perception of the poor service. So there's not really much more to add other than, we'll just wait now. We are very patient people, believe it or not. We're just going to wait to see what happens with ABTA. We essentially want an apology. That's all we've asked for. That's not an apology, although it's very well written and courteous, as I said, but it doesn't address the issues. So that's where we're at, unfortunately. However, many of you have been saying, well, will you book any more P&O cruises? So you'll be aware that we already have some booked and paid for. I would say that P&O doesn't feature at the moment in our plans after our last booking with them. A bit torn, because we had a great time. I had a great time on Iona. The crew, the staff, captain, just fabulous. They really were. And we both, Matthew and I, loved Azura, and our cruise on Azura was just wonderful. And actually, the Caribbean cruise on Avia, as you know, again, very, very positive. And I loved the Arcadia Christmas cruise before that, etc. So we've had some much more consistent experiences over the last number of months, which is really pleasing, actually. But I think we're just going to see how things pan out now. Just kind of feels a little bit off to me. But, there are worse things to happen in life, absolutely. But we'll certainly be just taking our feet off the pedal a little bit with regards to booking. So look, I try and wrap up all my news within about 30 minutes. And I've managed it just about. Now, last week, you kept me on my toes with 700 odd questions. Woo! And I tell you what, I'm ready for you. So I'm just going to say now, I can see lovely Vicky Teese down there, who's just said, it's such a shame as P&O have provided some great cruises. Yes, totally agree. From Vicky's comment is where I'm now going to take your questions, okay? So if you've got anything specific for me, or you want to troll me, now's the time. I'm ready for you. Come on, I'm ready for you. Can I just say, Matthew, bless him, had that sign made up for me and delivered. He said it would be nice when you have your lives, just in case people click on your video and they don't know who you are. It's there now. Oh, nice. I love it. Okay. Escape FNBR. Question: is Bali a cruise? No. I am flying to Bali. I'm spending a week in Ubud, and it is going to be super cultural, because you know me, I love a bit of culture, don't I? And I've got some amazing plans. I can't wait to share those with you. So no, it's not a cruise. Oh my God, it's going crazy. Simon White's retracted a message. Ooh. Harold, question: can I get a hell yeah? Hell yeah! I don't know what for, Harold, because I've missed everything before it. Sarah says good math. I know, Sarah. How cool! That's cool, isn't it? I love it. What does your T-shirt mean? It's just the name of the company that made it. It doesn't mean anything. American Robin in London. Were the bathrooms open? Hang on a minute. Oh, you mean at the airport in Antigua? The bathrooms were open, but there was no way of getting any food or drink or anything like that. They just left us there until I think things opened up again around 5-ish or 5:30, or something like that. Gosh, you lot are kicking my toes. You were so fast. Lindsay, hi Jamie, love your work. Just booked a 2026 cruise. Ooh, you are really ahead of the game on the new Cunard Queen Anne ship. Yay! I've got 2 Queen Annes booked this year. Your first time on Cunard. Have you sailed? Yes. Just search Travelblog Jamie Cunard and loads will pop up. The most recent being Queen Victoria, where I filmed the whole experience for the 4 nights. Love Cunard. Alan, hi Alan, or Alwix fan. I always say Alan. Alwix fan. Have you done a transatlantic cruise, and who would you recommend? I'm doing one this June on Cunard Queen Mary 2 from Southampton to New York. I would recommend Cunard Queen Mary 2 personally. I think that's one of the most amazing ways to voyage. But actually, lots of repositioning cruises with very, very good deals, might I add, heading over to New York. So keep an eye out. Andrea says they'll only learn to improve service if they lose customers. Well, they have lost customers for the Caribbean fly cruise season. TAs have been very clear they're finding it hard to fill those spaces. So now they've done something about it. So I totally agree with you, my lovely. Wendy 51. Oh, 51 what's Wendy? Was that your age? You look far too young to be 51. Hi, Jamie. Watching you whilst recovering from recent surgery. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope that you make a speedy recovery, my darling. Question. How far from the cruise terminal in Rotterdam is the Euromast? It's kind of like diagonal across the river. So you can get a water taxi there. In fact, I've got a vlog coming out this Wednesday that shows my whole 2 days in Rotterdam, including my night on SS Rotterdam. Yes, it was so cool. And I actually show you the route to get there as well. It's pretty simple. You could walk there, but it's quite a long walk. You're probably looking at about 45 minutes. It's a nice walk, though. It's right down the river across the Erasmus Bridge and back. Or a water taxi, or the water taxi will cost you €4.50. It's per person. It's not much at all. You can get a taxi there as well. I think I remember seeing the taxi fares being about €30 to Euromast. But yeah, love Euromast and Rotterdam. Sky says, I will never fly again. I love being on the sea. Oh, I love flying. Love it. It's just don't like flying with Mallet. There are some amazing airlines out there who really look after their customers very well. Susan and Simon, would you do a 22-night transatlantic on Avia? Oh, you mean the one that goes from Southampton out and then back? Or out and then loads and loads of Caribbean islands and then fly home? I would do that, yeah. But I ain't booking anything for some time. I'm going to wait and see what happens with our wait for an apology. Davy Boy, hi Jamie, would you be so kind as to wish my wife Michelle happy 47th birthday? Michelle, here's to you, my sweetheart. Happy 47th birthday. I wouldn't know what it's like to be in my 40s. I'm way too young for that. Cheers to you and have a great one. Any excuse to keep sipping. Jay, are you going on the new Cunard Queen? Yes, twice this year. Absolutely. Can't wait. Daz. Oh no, everything's just gone flying. Oh no, Daz is going to absolutely kill me. Oh no, I'm so sorry, Daz. You might have to post again. The thing is, when your comments come up so fast, like where I'm at, it just disappears. I'm really sorry. So I'm going to start off with, I'm just going to go back down here. Okay. I'm really sorry that I've missed people's questions. What did you think about Ventura issue? Well, I haven't been on Ventura for a year and a half. So things can change. It was not the best cruise on Ventura, I've got to be honest with you, but that was a year and a half ago. It felt like there was a lack of crew for the number of passengers at the time, and there were lots of long waits for food and drink, just generally. But I don't know about being tired. The thing is with these older ships that have not had refits, etc., I don't really think of them as looking tired. I mean, I look tireder than these bloody ships. Every now and then there's a scuff here or there, and it hasn't really impacted at all on my enjoyment. I'm much more about, am I going to get a good level of service? Am I going to have some bloody lovely food? And will I have to wait very long for everything? Those are the kind of things for me, my acid test for having a great cruise. I don't mind if things are a bit scuffed here and there, but yeah, I mean, I think Ventura and Zura, could do with their little refits, definitely. What software did Matthew use to create the background music for your channel? Oh God, I don't know. I haven't got a clue. I don't know, Lee. If Matthew's there, maybe he can post. You know me and IT. So if Matthew has told me the name of the software before, and I've gone, oh, that's nice, dear. I don't know. Matthew, if you're here, if you can hear, can you tell people the name of the software you use to make music? How good, though, that Matthew makes the music for my vlogs. That's cool, isn't it? So it's all downloaded on my phone, and I just do all my editing on my phone. It's fabulous. Slot them in here, there, and everywhere. Oh my God, I don't think I'm going to say this name. Wolfrunian Wanderer. Get dragged for that now. You watch. Just started watching your first YouTube holiday videos. Great to see you develop over time. Of course, people always develop over time, don't they? And actually, when I first started making videos for YouTube, they weren't actually for YouTube. They were just my holiday clips that I put together. So there was no talking. It was just, this is what I see. So of course, things always evolve. Sky, my internet keeps cutting out. Oh, I'm sorry about that. I can't do anything about that. Cruising with Molly, love Ventura on her 6 weeks. There you go. We got some positive vibes for Ventura. Stacey, looking forward to seeing the non-cruise Bali vlog and more like it. Yeah, I think those of you who've been following me for some time will know that I do a lot of land-based as well. We were in America for most of the summer, for example. Most of which was land-based as well, and vlogged that. And I like vlogging any hotel visits, overnight stays, etc. I think it's great to show all of that. And certainly in smelly old Southampton, I've got loads of vlogs on the hotels down there. And gosh, it's next month. Matthew and I are going on Pinot Aurora for our Spanish extravaganza trip. And we'll be in Southampton a couple nights for. Oh gosh, I'm meeting with patrons. I mustn't forget. Meeting with patrons. I still can't remember the date, but I'll be there. I'm sure it's Friday or Saturday night meeting patrons. I can get told off by people now. Okay, Steve, which multi-story car park do you use when you cruise from Smelly Old Southampton? I didn't say that. Steve said that. I didn't say it. Nobody heard me say anything. Eastgate. I know some people are very anxious about leaving their cars in a multi-story. We've never had a problem ever, and it is so cheap compared to the cruise terminal car parks. It's like £5 a day. We don't always actually take a car, though, I've got to say, because the train is literally 20 minutes for us to get home. So that's in some ways even easier, but we've never had a problem there, actually, Steve, ever. J Smith. I wonder what the J stands for. I wonder if it's John. I think the fact that Paul Ludlow went to the Caribbean to promote Pinot Cruises there and apologised to Mess says it, or damage limitation. Yeah, a bit late though, wasn't it? The damage limitation should have come long before. Oh gosh, and again, just this week gone, I think there was another 11 or 12-hour delay coming back from Antigua to Manchester. I had some people messaging me from over there, and they weren't given cabins or anything throughout the day to freshen up, and they didn't leave the ship till I think around midnight, etc. So, Tracy, what out of all of the ships have you been on is your top 3? I don't think it works like that for me. I don't really have top 3 ships, because I think I've said this before. You could go on one ship and it's an amazing experience, amazing ship, amazing itinerary, great weather, fabulous crew, everything just clicks, and you can go on the same ship again a year or 2 later and not have the same experience. So I don't tend to work like that. I do favor some of the Cunard girls. I must say I've had very consistent experiences there, and I've really enjoyed the level of service, I must say. I really enjoyed, again, the ship itself, nice, but the Scarlet Lady Virgin Voyages, it wasn't just the ship, it was everything that I enjoyed. And for me, the entertainment on board that and the food were both very, very positive indeed. So I like my Disney cruises, but they're not for everyone. I'm one of these terrible adults without children who goes on a Disney cruise and just uses the adults only areas, but some of the adults only areas on Disney Magic are fab. Oh my goodness, absolutely loved it, and loved the food as well. Stacey, love to see a vlog of a Friday night drinks round amazing stuff. Well, Stacey, I've actually done that for my patrons. That's kind of like a behind the scenes vlog, in my opinion. So my patrons get a behind the scenes vlog every month. So they've had all sorts. They've had me and Matthew going out in Basingstoke to our favorite restaurant, bars, etc. So yeah, maybe head over there. Kaylee, hi Jamie, what's your thoughts on Royal Caribbean cruises? We've enjoyed our Royal Caribbean cruises before. I've been looking again. They've just been coming out too expensive for me as a solo passenger. Now £1,100 for me to go on a 2-night cruise with Royal Caribbean if I went solo in a standard cabin. I'm not paying that much money, I'm afraid. I really hope they do something about that moving forward. It feels like it's pricing me out of their market, that's for sure. I think Royal Caribbean have lovely ships. They've got great crew. I like the facilities. I know it's not for everybody, but you know me, I like a bit of adventure when I'm away, don't I? So it works perfectly for me. I like all the slides and the big pools and what's it called? The North Star observation pod. Love all of that. Oh, and the entertainment. I can't remember which ship it was on now. I think it was Independence, where they've got an ice skating rink and they have like an ice skating show and that kind of thing I love. So yeah, I like it. I just think it's pricey, and I think the drinks are pricey, and I think the drinks packages are also pricey. That's all I'm going to say. But you know, if you go on Royal Caribbean, I'm sure you'll have a great time. Jessica at Sublime Sense, would you consider the Mediterranean RV cruise a place where you need excursions? Well, Jessica, we actually did a fortnight on Arvia around the Med. Oh, that's a loud one, isn't it? Last Easter, and I've got all the vlogs to prove it. And I actually, during those vlogs, take you ashore with us, and I think we did 0 excursions on that whole cruise. Could be wrong, maybe there was 1. And I actually show you how to make the most of those ports without actually spending lots of money on excursions, or where you can save money on excursions. Those are ports that are very familiar to both me and Matthew, and I lived in Spain for so long as well. So I feel like I had quite a good handle on how to access those ports and show everybody that as well, and save money. And I know some people say, oh yeah, but you don't have the guarantee about getting back to the ship on time, etc. The thing is, though, with those ports, everything is pretty nearby to the port, the cruise terminal. So, and also a lot of these companies now that offer their own trips, for example, or if you do it independently, people are aware that you need to be back on a ship for a certain time, and that is absolutely their goal. So just search Travelblog Jamie Arvia Mediterranean, and all will be revealed. But we took next to no excursions. You don't have to. All right. Anita, have you stayed at Premier in Central South? Thoughts, please. Is that Central South is all you've written? So I'm wondering if you mean the West Key Premier Inn in Southampton, Anita. If you have, then I've got a vlog on that. We feel there are much better hotels in Southampton, if I'm honest, than the Premier Inn. We don't mind a Premier Inn at all. We often stay in a Premier Inn at Heathrow Airport, for example. Not Heathrow, sorry. Gatwick Airport, Gatwick North. We've made some great savings there. But I think in Southampton, the Premier Inn isn't necessarily as cheap as it used to be. It's a good location, but I'd actually prefer staying in the Holiday Inn. And over the Holiday Inn, I prefer staying in the Harbour Hotel and Spa, or the Leonardo Harbour Grand, I can't remember the name, the Grand Hotel Harbour, one of those. Pig in the War, Enios, all of those kind of places I think are fabulous. So it's not my favorite, okay? Sorry, really sorry. Jessica's just thanking for some of the comments. Paul, any plans to do any more blogs cruises with your sister? No. I don't think she would be interested at all, actually. Lady Jessie Coyne, going on RV April as a disabled traveller, is every part of the ship accessible? I don't know. Look, I always try and show accessible parts of the ship when I'm touring. Here's the thing, though, and I hope this doesn't come across poorly, because it's really not intended to. Because I don't use or need the accessible parts of the ship, I don't feel like I'm best placed to comment I really don't. I would feel absolutely horrendous if I gave you some terrible advice about this. I feel with the newer ships, they have accessibility in mind, much more so than previously. And I've heard from guests who need a level of accessibility who have said to me that they've not had problems getting around. But then at the same time, I've heard others saying they've struggled when things are busy, for example, or the use of lifts, and they felt other passengers have not been very helpful. I just don't feel like I can comment. And people have often said, could you please make a vlog on accessibility? And I don't think I can. I think it's okay for me to mention it when I see it, but I don't think it's fair for me as an able-bodied person to do that, because I don't have that same insight. And I just would feel a bit uncomfortable about that. So I really hope that's not come across in an arsey way or anything. I just don't feel on this occasion I'm best placed to actually give you advice on that. But, you know, on my ship tours, I always indicate where something is accessible. And I suppose it would be for you to decide whether that looks like the right kind of equipment or the right kind of size. So I'd quite like to hear back from you, actually, when you watch those vlogs that I produce, and tell me if you think it works. Okay. I don't know what that means. Have you stayed at Travelodge Southampton? Yes, once or twice, and it's absolutely fine. What I would say is in the summer, there's no aircon in that particular Travelodge, so just be aware of that. You want a fan if you're traveling then. Otherwise, no problem. 18 Who Travel says, please. I don't know what that means, I'm afraid. Maybe it's something referring to earlier comment that I haven't seen, and I apologize for that. Wendy, can you and Matthew join the Fords, on the fjords? I love that, the Fords on the fjords, August 2025. Which cruise line, which ship are we talking about? Fords, please tell us. We'll bear it in mind. Z Harrison. Oh, Z and I go way back. We used to work together. We used to get up to some mischief, didn't we, Z? Sometimes I think about the things we used to say or do, or rocking up last minute after we've been to, where was it? Cafe Nero in Crystal Palace. And we were so organized with our schoolwork. Yeah. In we go, off we go. We know what we're doing. It was fun. Z and I had some raucous nights out in London as well. The things she could tell you about me, and vice versa, might I add. And Z Harrison came on Ventura with me on a Iberian cruise, a one-week cruise. It was the first one, and we had a suite, and it was fun. I hope Z will come on one of these trips with me one day. You'd like Z. She's funny. She's super talented, super articulate, very funny, and blimey, she used to be able to drink. I'm sure she still can. Braid Feezy Adventures. What's your must do in Rotterdam? Must do's. Well, first of all, watch my vlog on Wednesday. Okay, that'll give you loads of ideas. Water taxis. Try and book them in advance if you've got some plans and you know what time you're going places. Go to Market Hall. Fall into a deep food coma there. Make sure you go there hungry as well. Market Hall is just awesome. Do 2 laps before you choose what you're going to have, because you know what happened the first time I went was I chose some food, loved it. Went somewhere, thought, oh my god, but that's really nice, and that's really nice, and that's really nice. Do 2 laps first, okay? Euromast is a must. Fabulous views up there. Lovely brasserie and coffee shop as well, halfway up. I always love sitting there in the nice big comfy chair, nice hot coffee. Lovely. I'm going to do a river cruise next time in Rotterdam as well. They're everywhere. It's easy to access those. The cube houses are fun. It's €3 to actually go into a cube house. I think the starting price for a cube house to purchase one is €380,000. I actually thought they would be more than that. Hopefully that's a few tips for you. Oh, and SS Rotterdam. I mean, I think visiting SS Rotterdam, doing a tour of the steam and engine rooms is fab. And the upper decks, but I stayed on board for the night, and I would absolutely recommend that as well. Okay, Simon, have you stayed at the Doubletree by Hilton Southampton pre-cruise? So I thought the Doubletree was just outside Southampton. Have I got that wrong? I didn't think there was a Doubletree Hilton in Southampton. Can someone look that up? I thought it was on the outskirts of Southampton. The answer is no, I haven't been there. And the only reason would be because I thought it was on the outskirts, but I'm very happy to be proven wrong on that. Lucas, we are going on our second cruise with P&O. First was Avia around the Med. Amazing. Yeah, loved that one. This year, you're going on Britannia around the Med. Any advice? Well, it depends on your ports. Britannia, I think Britannia is a lovely ship. Very family friendly, although they do have an adults only section at the front, which I very much like. Very nice crow's nest on Britannia. And actually, whilst some people don't like the atrium, they think it's quite clinical and sort of shopping centre-esque. Me and Matthew really like it, and there's I can't remember the name of the bar. If Cocktails with Lisa were here, she'd tell me what's the name of the bar at the bottom of the atrium. Damn it, I remember it being like emeraldy, greeny, and love it. They've also got the Limelight on Britannia, which can be great fun, especially if someone like La Voix is playing. Oh my god, on Wednesday's vlog, I'm at the Limelight with the lovely Dan and Kai. And we watched Deborah Stevenson, who in the UK is known for being an impersonator, singer, actress, etc. And she was lovely. She read out a note that I'd written to congratulate the boys on their engagement, which was so sweet. And then she brought us drinks at the end of the whole show. She literally delivered drinks to the table. Like, oh my God, thank you. And then I did karaoke. And yes, that's on the vlog. And yes, my pancake tossing, flipping is also on the vlog. You know, I got to the actual final of that competition, don't you? Who knew I was so good at tossing pancakes? Moving on. Sarah, has everyone liked and subscribed? Oh, I don't know, Sarah. I would suggest no, because we're not quite at 300 thumbs up yet. And normally on these lives now, it's always 300 thumbs up. Okay, I'm really sorry if I've missed other people because, again, it's flying for me. Katie Webb, where can I get a disco ball like yours from, please? Okay, if you haven't watched my Iona vlog, I've got a tiny little disco ball, battery operated, that I took with me for my little cabin party. Just go on Amazon, okay, and just type in disco ball and you'll see loads of them. We've actually got two. The other one is crazy, and I thought, oh, I can't take that on board. Someone will stop me and confiscate it or something. Anne-Marie has to go. Bye. You've probably gone. Sorry. Bye. Susan and Simon, we have Sky Princess booked for May. First Princess, any tips? We have Crown Grill and Sabatini's booked. Well, make sure you download the app. Obviously, everything is medallion class, isn't it? Because on the app, you should be able to do some booking in advance. I can't remember if they've now, someone tell me, have Princess done away with boarding times and you arrive when you want? Or is it still a case of you can book your boarding time on the app? I need to know because I'm going on Princess twice this year. August for a British Isles cruise, 12 nights, 7th of August, I think. And then something like the 24th of September on the 2-week In Search of the Northern Lights cruise to the Arctic Circle. I'm so excited about that. Every time I think about it, a little bit of wee comes out. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I can't believe I just said that in front of everyone as well. Oh, I've said that before, haven't I? Thank you for the thumbs up, by the way. When I said that, there was like a surge in thumbs literally going up. Much appreciated. I would certainly try Alfredo's on Princess, which is a great pizzeria. They do fab pizza. They really do. Okay. Jay says, hi, Jamie, love your blogs. Not seen if you've been on Celebrity. Yes, we went on Celebrity a few years ago. It wasn't great for us, I've got to say, and I've mentioned before, the hard sale of the drinks package when we got on board was something that really put us off the product, and the fact that they wouldn't let us see any of the normal menus, drinks menus, so we can make a decision. They literally kept them behind the desks or the bars, and they wouldn't show them to us, so that wasn't great for us. But yeah, I know people love them, and no doubt I'll try again. I will. I'm ready to give them another shot. Sarah says, Katie Webb, I want to know too about the disco balls. I've got to get some new material. I really have. Kat, hi Jamie. Me and hubby are booked on Iona in a few weeks' time. Congratulations. Have always booked a balcony in the past, but saved money, got an inside. Do you find them claustrophobic at all or prefer them? I think, well, my most recent cruise on Iona, the inside cabin was actually a better configuration to one we previously went on. And because I was sailing solo, it felt like there was more than enough space for me. I don't find inside cabins claustrophobic, by the way, like ever. I don't suffer from that. I don't have a problem with it. I'm more a case of I would like more space to be able to, I don't know, I like sitting at a table or on a couch, for example, with a little drink, or on the balcony with a drink when I'm getting ready or when I am ready before going out for the evening. I love that. And also, Math and I would always bring afternoon tea down to the balcony, for example. It's not the same in an inside cabin, in my opinion, with that sort of thing. But, you know, I've been in inside cabins many times. I've got more booked as well. Would I rather have an ocean view or a balcony? Yeah, I would. Honestly, I would. I like the natural light. But that's just me. I think you're going to be fine, okay? I don't find it claustrophobic in inside cabins. Some people would. I know that. And they want to have a window. They want to be able to see out. But, you know, I've stayed in hotel rooms that don't have windows. So it's no different. Braid... I don't know what to say. Is it feces? Thank you for the tips. We got excited just getting a mention. Oh, you're welcome. And now I've tried saying your name badly yet again. Can you spell it phonetically for me, please? Jessica at Sublime Sense. Sorry if it's already been asked. Where is your new disco balls? Oh my God, you're all about my balls tonight, aren't you, folks? And why not, eh? It's Percy with a big P. Never got to meet Percy on Iona. Sad. Hi, Jamie. Thinking of Pacific Islands for my 65th. Any tips? No, because I haven't been there. So I haven't got any tips for you, other than I think that would be amazing. And I'd love to see what kind of trips, excursions are on offer, and see what I could do independently as well as booking formally. I'm really sorry. I haven't been, so I'm not the right person to ask. Maybe somebody else could comment on that. John says, don't stay in Doubletree. Lots better available. Thank you, John. That's very helpful. The Holly Bobbers. Oh, I love that name, Holly Bobbers. Doesn't it rolls off the tongue? Everyone say it with me. Go on. Holly Bobbers. Holly Bobbers. Holly Bobbers. I love it. Do you think that my partner, Iona, should get a free room upgrade on Iona? Oh, for being called Iona? Wow. Absolutely. In that case, absolutely. I'm definitely not the right person to ask. I think I'm out of favor with P&O because of the whole mallet thing. Naughty me, just representing. Martin, regarding inside cabins, they are the same as outside with curtain blinds closed. Actually, some of them are not quite the same, Martin. Some actually have bigger bathrooms, and it depends on the ship. Katie, Doubletree, about 4 miles outside Southampton. Thank you so much, Katie. And she enjoyed it. I thought it was outside, and that'll be why we've not stayed there. Travel. Oh no, Travel Thompsons, you've just disappeared. I was just scrolling, and you've like literally flown off the page. Oh no, I'm going to get in so much trouble again. I'm really sorry. I'm just going to start with Jay. Jay is the next one I can see right now. Oh God, I'm going to really upset people. Please don't upset me. You know, it's actually really hard to do this. It really is. Hang on a minute. Let me scroll up a little bit more. I'm going to start from there. Travel with Thompsons said Blue Bar. Thank you. The Blue Bar on Britannia. I love the Blue Bar. It's called Emerald Bar, says Jessica. Oh, well, now we've got two literally contrasting answers. On Britannia, what's the name of the bar? I think it is the Blue Bar, and it's not Emerald at all. I think Emerald is on... I was going to say Arvia or Iona at the base of the atrium, but we were talking about Britannia. I think it's the Blue Bar. Could be wrong. Hashtag Jamie's glitter balls. Oh, you cheeky little minx, Anita. You've got no idea either. Jude's Hangout. Ooh. Do you ever get lost on cruise ships? No, apart from one. SS Rotterdam. I dropped a few F-bombs trying to find my cabin. Holy macaroni. That was difficult to navigate on SS Rotterdam. So no, I don't normally. Oh, apart from that time, Matthew said I'll meet you at the aft with the drinks vouchers for Sail Away, and I ended up at the very front somehow. So I don't know how that happened. That was a few years back, though. I'm a bit better now. Millie's Madness. I'll be 15 when I'm going on P&R Iona. I'm just wondering if there is any age for the LGBTQ plus get together. No, I don't think so. It normally takes place at 5 p.m. And it's normally in the Crow's Nest. And I think, please, people, correct me if I'm wrong. On P&R, I'm sure the Crow's Nest is adults only after a certain time. Or am I wrong with that? That's all I would say about it. Sometimes they take place a bit earlier at like 4. I did go to one of the meets on Iona, but I couldn't see anybody, and I ended up having a lovely chat with James and George. Was it George and James Adventures, which was great. But anyway, please do enjoy if you manage to get to them. Jay, I love Britannia, twice in Caribbean, not been on Med with her. Oh, we did a Med cruise on Britannia a number of years ago. Just Avia and Ventura. Carmelo Catalanotto. Is that right? Are you Italian? Italiano? Mi piacerebbe visitare Roma e Venezia un giorno. Is that right? Did you? Oh my God, my German was terrible. Did you see vlog number 1 of Iona? My German. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, and my lovely teacher, Sue Saunders, from many, many moons ago, sent me a video clip that I could include in my vlog. So cute. Anyway, Carmelo, we booked our very first cruise for August this year. After watching your travels, we just had to book an earlier one for Easter. Oops, I'm so sorry. Keep up the great work and look forward to see what you're up to next. Thank you. Quite a lot, actually. Rebecca, hi, Jamie. Think we are on the same cruise, Pinot Aurora, 1st of April. Yay! That's the one me and Matthew are on. I'll see you on board. That was really cakey the way I said that then, wasn't it? I'll see you on board. So sorry. I call that cakey, by the way. Don't think I've ever said that in a vlog, actually. Jay, can you tell us when you're going on Queen Anne? It's like right at the end of August. It's a 4-nighter to Rotterdam. I can't remember the date. It must be around the 27th or 8th. Someone might know out there. And then again towards the end of November, or is it mid 17th of November, coming back on the 1st of December. That one's an Atlantic coast cruise. It sounds awesome. Tony, as if by magic you get 309 thumbs up. Oh, it's on 363 now. That's not bad, is it? Can we get to 400 before I depart in about 5 minutes? Can I also, I just want to say again, I'm not trying to labor the point. I'm so sorry for not being able to read all of your messages, answer all of your messages on these lives. I'd need to be here for probably 2 or 3 hours to get through them all now. But you know, it's the magic, isn't it? It's like, will he or won't he? I don't know. It depends on how many questions are coming up. So I'm really sorry. I hope I don't upset anybody. I know last week someone was upset with me. Where did I get the googly eyes? Oh, I think it was from a pound shop or Tiger. Do you know Tiger, the Copenhagen type? Is it Tiger? Someone help me. I'm sure it was Tiger or a pound shop. John says man nappies. I don't. Oh, is that I need man nappies? A little bit weak coming out. Probably do. Dan says his boarding time is between 11 and 3. Okay, maybe that's a conversation other people are having. Boarding times have gone, says Cruising Gaze, but right before, Dan says he's been given a boarding time, but it's between 11 and 3. Got it. So, okay, it sounds like boarding time has gone, which is a good thing. I think Royal Caribbean got rid of boarding times at one point, and it was quite nice that you didn't have to, like, if you come down and stay overnight, for example, because you've got a long journey, it's quite annoying if you've done that and you can't board till like 3:30 the next day. I do get that. That's a bit annoying. Lisa says Emerald Bar has great cocktails. So is it Emerald Bar, please, on Britannia? Please help me. Blue Bar, is that Ventura? Oh God, help me with all these bar names, please. Will you be going on the Iona, Gibraltar, Spain? No. Sorry, Sarah, or not that I'm aware of. I'm not, as I said, I'm not going to be booking any more P&O just for now, for time being, until we see what happens with our letter. Paul Green has got 15,000 thumbs up, naughty boy. Jay, I've answered when I'm going on Queen Anne. Joanne, have you considered doing a cruise around Asia? Yes, I looked literally over the weekend as a solo passenger, and it was astronomical. Like, oh, I won't be doing that just yet. That's not going to be happening just yet, but I'd love to. As it stands, it's much cheaper for me to go and do land-based in Asia. Emma, why is Mr. Googly Eyes retiring? Oh, I think I said earlier, because he's not going to live in the tip, no. His bits and bobs are falling off, my darling. He's at the age, I cannot drag him to Bali. It's going to be 19 hours, 45 minutes with the change of aircraft, etc. in Doha. So I can't put him through that, my love. I just can't. He's falling apart, you know. I'll miss him too. I've got all the memories of him. All those memories of him sat outside my cabin, waiting for me to collect him. Sat in a cruise terminal, waiting for me to collect him. He loves it. He's had a lovely run. He really has. Gary booked on Discovery 2 with Morella. I like a bit Discovery. Due to travel up the Red Sea on the 18th of April, as of today, it's still sailing. Oh, wow. I'm surprised to hear that. Are they the only cruise company still sailing the Red Sea? I don't know. I know that some have cancelled and totally changed itineraries, but I don't know if it's the only cruise line still doing that. Sorry. Susan and Simon says, Princess allow you to book anytime from 11 a.m. No designated boarding. Thank you. So that's changed since the last time I was on Princess, and I think that's a good thing. Boarding times have not gone on P&O, Sharon. Nope, they are still there. Jay, we're going on our first cruise on November the 3rd, Queen Anne. Will you be there? Nope, it's the 17th for me. Anita, going on transatlantic cruise October. Are there anyone else? I don't know. Maybe someone's got back to you. Daz, Alton, P&O still do boarding times. Yes, they do. J Rock, thanks for the response. If you keep having a little pee, it's tenor pads time. Oh, thanks for that. It's my excitement, you know. I'm like so excited. It's ridiculous. Someone said to me on my Iona blog, did you something like, have you taken some happy pills or something? Because apparently I was a bit hyper. I said in my response, it's just like life, air, and mung beans. What else can I say? Andrew says, P&O gaslighting again. Sorry you feel like this. Obviously, it's not our fault. Yeah, it felt a bit like that, Andrew. I'll be honest with you. Moina, I did the Northern Lights cruise in November. Yes, I saw them, and we had a wonderful snow. Did the I hope it wasn't a husk ride. That could be quite painful. Husky ride, which was amazing. Also experienced very rough seas for 30 hours. Oh, God, I can only hope so. That's, love it. Simon, is Matthew still putting together? Yes, the P&O drinks package. Yes. Apparently, he said he's going to do it whilst I'm away. I've done all the recording for it, and I've done all the bars, and he's got all the menus, etc. The script was done. I've been recorded. He just needs to edit it now. So I'm hoping that'll be ready for when I get back from Bali. Keep pestering him, though, Simon. Michael, disco balls can be bought from Timu, I don't even know how to say that. Feezy, Braid Feezy Adventures, not feces. Thank you. Happens all the time. I bet it does. Daz says drinks packages all depend on what you drink and whether you have kids. Absolutely. And that Matthew is putting together a new one because the one we did last year is already out of date. And people are still watching the one from last year a lot. But the menus, the prices have actually changed now. So we're going to get that one out hopefully within the next 2 or 3 weeks. Jackie says she needs to see daylight and not have an inside cabin. I get that. Paul Green, if you could pick a new T-shirt that you've not had before, what would it say? One cheek, two cheeks, rah-rah, probably something like that. Jay, praying you're on our ship in November. We'd love to meet you. Oh, sorry, I'm not going to be. You're probably on the cruise before me. Another time, there's always another cruise. There's always another one. Pauline, now, Jamie, enough about your balls. Oh, but they're shiny and sparkly. Oh my goodness, look, there's only 18 to go to get to 400 thumbs up. That would be awesome. And by the way, I'm going to sign off in about 5 minutes. Okay, that's certainly enough for me. From me, not for me, from me. You must be getting super bored. Before you dash off, I must say as well, if any of you are getting ready for beddy buys, beddy pools, no pooing in bed. Just a reminder, I won't be here next Monday because I'll be in Bali, God willing and all. But I'll be back. I actually fly into London Heathrow the following Monday in the morning. And of course, I'm going to do a live that night. I'm going to probably be like that, but I'm there for you. I want to tell you all about Bali and what I got up to. Thank you. Only 11 more thumbs up and we get to 400. And that is so cool. Thank you. Right, I've got 4 minutes. Let's see if we can get some more of these questions bish-boshed out. Linda, sadly getting off Queen Anne as you get on. Oh, sorry about that. It's going to be awesome. You're going to have a great time. And I've just skipped by loads of people. Please explain what you have done with P&O to upset them. I don't know that they recognize how many people book cruises with P&O through watching my vlogs. I don't think that matters to them at all. They just focus in on the fact that a couple times I've said there's wait times at bars, a couple times, and also I was quite vocal in my discontent about their partnership with Malif Aero, although I did say on the vlog I'm going to give them a chance. Of course I am, but I'm concerned about the following things. And gosh, I got dragged for saying that by some people who said it's going to be much better. You won't have all the delays that you currently have. That didn't age well, did it? No. I just don't. I think maybe they see me as combative rather than a support. But I just film what I see and what happens, you know. So maybe they would like me to not be constantly filming experiences and just stop when something less than good happens, but that would not be very authentic, and I wouldn't do that. Travel with Thompsons, just googled and checked for definitely Blue Bar and Britannia. Thank you, Travel with Thompsons. It does ring a bell. I don't know why I was thinking emerald and green, but it's a lovely bar. And by the way, Travel with Thompsons, I'm sure I saw a message from them today saying they've signed up to Cameo. Can I just say, my darlings, you need to put your prices up on Cameo. It's too cheap, okay? I had a look at your page. Put your prices up. Sarah says she bought air freshener and Lena spray and Marks and Spencer's pillow spray. Yay! I love that. I love it. These are little things that, to me, just make a bit of a difference. I love it. Those sort of home comforts. It's not difficult to pack those sorts of things either. Chris says, hi Jamie, I'm going on my first cruise and solo in April to the fjords, 2 weeks, can't wait. I hope you have an awesome time. Pauline says, like I said, repair shop, Jamie. Oh, what am I repairing? Gavin, can you book Epicurean for breakfast at a charge? Yes, that's coming up in my next vlog on Wednesday. But don't tell people, get in a lot of trouble. So it's £8.50 per person if you want to eat an Epicurean for breakfast, but seating is limited. Now on Avia and Iona, there are more tables in the Epicurean than there are suites. So there is an opportunity. I would go on the first night that the Epicurean opens and book your place then, because it fills up during the week. It really does. So if you want to go to that, it was a great breakfast, by the way. Great environment there, and the staff were awesome. Scott is also agreeing. According to Pino's website, it's the blue bar. I love that. Well, like, it's blue, it's emerald, it's blue, it's emerald. The Holly Bobbers, Mr. Googly Eyes, bits and bobs are falling off. They are. Anita has retracted a message. We don't do that amongst friends. When is the next vlog, please, with you singing? Wednesday. Yeah, including me doing karaoke. Someone filmed it. Lucky me. Lucky you. Copyright. Look, I'm going to just do one more Jessica said, Emerald Bar is on Iona, so sorry. That's not a question. That's fine. Looking forward to watching your upcoming videos of holidays. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Ryan says, good night. It's giving me a kiss. Give me a big heart. Catch you Thursday. Thank you. Oh, yeah. Patron. Oh, this is nice. I've got my patron only live on Thursday this week, and Maffel has agreed to appear for the whole thing and get bombarded with questions, which is really nice. I think it's better they do it with a smaller crowd than all of you, so I totally get that. That's nice though, isn't it? Okay, I really do need to stop now because it's an hour and 19 minutes and I could keep going and you look like you keep going. I'm so sorry that I haven't been able to get through all of your questions. I am really sorry about that. Part 2 is on Wednesday, okay? I just want to remind you a couple of things. So I won't be here next Monday because I should be in Bali. I will be back with you the following Monday. I'll try and post that link before I fly off as well so that everyone knows it's happening unless I get some terrible delay or whatever. Also, I booked a cruise yesterday. I shall reveal, and I booked one today. I'll reveal what they are when I'm back from Bali. And of course, if I've got any updates from Abta or Malith, I will share those with you. I'm hopeful just for an apology. That would be really nice, wouldn't it? So thank you, as always, you gorgeous, gorgeous lot for your company. I'd be interested to see how many questions we've had tonight. Thank you, as always, for your support. It's really much appreciated. I'm going to see you around all over the place. You know that. And I should be able to keep in touch from Bali. The hotel's got, I think, pretty decent Wi-Fi. So it's not going to be problematic. I might get Wi-Fi on the flight as well. It's going to be my longest flight ever. Oh, it's going to be fine. Oh, I've got a nice little outfit, a flight outfit, to help me through that. Okay. Thank you all. Lots of love to you. Have a great week. I've got speaking exams to do for my year 10s this week. Poor little things. I'll see you very soon. Big kiss. Ready? Mwah. Bye, everybody. Take care of yourselves.